Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
Now, if we live in an enclosed system, that means man can't leave and go to any other worlds. That means we are special. It is just us. We aren't a speck of nothingness in an infinite space vacuum. We are very special if this is the case. If this is the only world covered by a dome.
There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way.
60 years ago, when the Russians beat us into space, we didn't deny Sputnik was up there. We didn't argue about the science or shrink our research and development budget. We built a space program almost overnight, and 12 years later, we were walking on the moon.
Yep, it's in the camera. Look how fast that's going, man. Look how fast.
Are you getting it on video?
Yep.
Yeah, folks, space shuttle's going off the right side of the aircraft right now. Those of you on the right side of the aircraft, you can see the space shuttle.
Wow.
Those of you on the left side of the aircraft, you can probably see people on the right side of the aircraft looking at the space shuttle.
Plane's gonna tip over. He's leaning on the right side. That is remarkable. I would actually set at the VIP section of watch and launch.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it from the air.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Come on, you're right, buddy. This is great.
Can you still see okay?
Yep, thank you.
Now listen, we don't want to have anybody complain because we were late. So y'all got to see that. Then you can complain because we were late. Got it? All right. Drinks are on the house too.
Yeah, pan over real quick so I can get a full shot of the ground. I think that's good. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm still in awe.
Watch the trajectory of the space shuttle. It doesn't go straight up. It always goes in a curve and out to sea. The point is that they actually go horizontal. The space shuttle goes horizontal. It never goes any further up. It goes horizontal, very, very low down in the atmosphere, because it drops its external tank while it's still in the atmosphere. So, you know, it's still in the atmosphere while it's horizontal, so it never gets any higher. And it goes out of sight, not because it goes too high, because it goes too far downrange.
Having seen hundreds of rocket firings when I was employed by Rocketdyne, I know that the jet of the lunar module lander, the lunar lander, would have created an enormous crater. It would have scoured the moon's surface. It would have tossed up rocks, sand, everything, and created a crater maybe so large that the entire lunar lander could have sunk into it. After all, we're dealing with a 10,000-pound thrust engine, and yet, if you look at pictures of the lunar lander on the moon, there is no disturbance whatsoever under the lunar lander's rocket.
And no dust deposited in the pads, the cup-shaped pads at the bottom.
That's another good point.
Though the federal government would have you believe that this is a view of Earth from a distance out of the spacecraft's window as it nears the moon, it is not. What they have ingeniously done is placed the camera at the back of the spacecraft and centered the lens on a circular window in the foreground, outside of which it is completely filled with the Earth in low orbit. The circumference of the window then appears to be the diameter of the Earth at a distance, with the darkened walls of the spacecraft appearing to be the blackness of space around it. That is why they wanted the interior dark and blocked out the sun from any other windows. Here you can see the extruded window, probably 2 inches thick at the bottom. This is because the Earth's shine is coming in at a downward angle. It also causes the Earth to appear to be an irregularly shaped circle, for you are seeing the outside of the window at the bottom and the inside of the window at the top.
Trouble in space this morning as the International Space Crew attempted a spacewalk outside the station. Here's a live look at the astronauts. Well, I don't think that's... Yeah, we...
A moon rock given to the Dutch Prime Minister by Apollo 11 astronauts in 1969 has turned out to be a fake. The rock was given to William Dries, a former Dutch leader, during a global tour by Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Edwin Buzz Aldrin following their moon mission. Curators at Amsterdam's Rijksmuseum, where the rock has attracted tens of thousands of visitors each year, discovered that the lunar rock, valued at 308,000 pounds, was in fact petrified wood. Gotta be kidding me.
And this is from NASA's official website. And this one page, Spot the Station, of course referring to the so-called International Space Station, which of course does not exist. Let's take a look here. And what do you see? As a form of mockery, they have the flat Earth model on their website.
From Mark Cameron. This is from Mark Cameron.
Whilst in space, have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Yeah. Because you can see. Yeah. So
they did flights, and it says these flights prove the inland areas to be featureless.
Well, there's all the stars there, and the cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
I've often tried to explain the difference between darkness, when you turn out the lights and it's dark in here, or...
Okay, I have no idea what that means. There seems to be only one definition.
The sky is a deep black when viewed from the moon.
Pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
Dan sat in the pilot's seat during this operation.
This is basically the biggest thing you could possibly lie about. The best way to brainwash the whole world is to lie to the whole world about what the world is.
They've stolen our mind.
We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to. And we're building
the vanishing point of perspective from your point of view, which is what the horizon line is. It is not the curvature of the Earth, as you've been taught.
This is a 1958.
They stole your mind. They stole my mind.
You've been fed a false system. You've been shown CGI images with a ball Earth with a horizon that curves. Of course, you can measure curvature if it actually existed. It's been tested over and over again and found to have no curvature whatsoever. You've just been lied to and shown pictures, and you believe those.